That's like a good personal fucking growth development thing right there. Is this a reaction video? Let's react to this news article. I hope there's not a picture of a dick. Okay, thank God it's a fidget spinner. 23 years old, younger than me. Recovering in the hospital after an accident involving a modified fidget spinner went horribly wrong. He had attached a razor blade to the device before the accident occurred. Oh God, he was living with his mother. I just ate an M&M mini. He ordered a few fidget spinners online a couple months ago. I had no idea they could be so dangerous. Otherwise, I wouldn't have let him play with them. That is like, that mom, are you kidding me? How do you reimagine the situation this much? The fidget spinners are dangerous. The mother told her shock, the man's mother told of her shock at hearing her son cry out in pain late at night from his room in the basement of their Bowness residence. I rushed downstairs immediately, fearing that he was being attacked by an intruder. I wasn't prepared for the scene. I'm not prepared. The woman described how she entered her son's room to see blood spattered all over the walls. I stood frozen in shock. My son looked up to me with fear in his face. I looked down and saw him clutching his groin. There was so much blood. The woman rushed her son to the emergency department with his penis in an ice-filled bag. Like his crotch? Or like, was his penis actually severed? Along the way, I demanded to know what he'd done, but I already had suspicion it involved fidget spinners because he's just become obsessed with them. He admitted he'd taken my husband's straight razor and attached it to a spinner because he said he wanted to make a battle spinner. But I've got no idea why he spun it so close to his genitals. I have so many questions. The man later told surgeons he wanted to see if the fidget spinner could shave off his pubic hair, but he'd fumbled with it and sliced off his penis. That is a very 23-year-old male thought, sadly. Unfortunately, the trauma caused by the razor was too much for us to successfully reattach it. Oh no! The device must have been spinning at a very high RPM, as the damage caused to his penis was horrific. This guy's probably holding back laughter as he's saying this shit. Authorities are warning all fidget spinner owners across Canada to exercise caution when they're using them following a spate of recent injuries linked to the toys. Many schools have banned students from bringing spinners to class, particularly certain types of spinners containing batteries that could be swallowed. We urge the public to be careful with these toys. Even with this latest case in Calgary, there have been a number of close calls with children swallowing parts of spinners. Under no circumstances should you let your children modify their spinners or disassemble them. Oh my fucking God. What a news article. What a beautiful thing. I don't even know what to say. We live in the dankest timeline. We live in the timeline where a man cut off his penis with his own fidget spinner. I'm so glad this is in America. This is such a Florida story that I can't believe it didn't happen in Florida. I had no idea they could be so dangerous, otherwise I wouldn't have let him play with them. That's my favorite line in the whole thing. Imagine trying to tell that story to a woman. Imagine being in a bar and like a girl like fucking leans over your shoulder and asks you how you've been, and you're just like, oh sorry, like I can't help you, ma'am. I cut off my own penis with a fidget spinner. Imagine that story. You can definitely reattach a dick. I've read news articles about dicks being reattached. People sticking their dicks in vacuums and stuff. Dude, this guy's life is fucked. He's 23. If he was playing with a fidget spinner, he probably never got laid. And now he never will get laid. This guy fucked his own life so bad. 23 with no dick. You gotta change your entire, like... You gotta change your entire, like, life goals when something like this happened. This guy's life was monumentally altered with a fidget spinner. And his own stupidity. Like, there's nothing funny about getting your dick cut off, but I'm just in absolute awe that, like, this man, you know. God, that he lived with his mother, too. This is just the worst. This is the saddest story. That's like kill yourself tier, honestly. That's like why even try? That's like abort life. Living with your mom and cutting off your dick with a fidget spinner. It's like, you know what? I've had my run. It didn't work out. I'm gonna go to bed.